So, first American woman to win the Italian prize, one of the most important women prize for Italy. No, you know. What was your first impression when you arrived in Milan to receive this prize, the ArchVisionPrize? And especially, what did you expect, and how does it feel to get this kind of prize?
Well, I've actually spent some time in Italy, so I had lived there off and on for maybe 2 years in and outside of Firenze.
No,
so,
I can in Florence.
You know, I have incredible love for Italian life and design and the people. So, in many ways, this couldn't have been a greater honor for me. Because I think that, especially in Italy, there's such an incredible appreciation for design that it humbled me. I felt, you know, very. I felt like I was in a kind of line of people that had come before me, and I understood and recognized the significance of the moment.
Yeah.
So, you know, receiving the prize is. I think about it every day. You know, it's just become part of my. Understanding now of the way I see the world and my role in speaking on behalf of women in architecture. So it's just it's tremendous.
Okay, that's I agree with you. And architecture has no gender. Do you agree? What effect do you think being a woman architect has had on your work? And I know it isn't a brand new question, but I have to. What do you think about?
I mean, I would say that I have thought a lot about this idea of you know, gender in architecture, and I also I've always taught at universities, so I've had male and female students. And I've just kind of seen the way that they operate in the design studio. Obviously, architecture doesn't have a gender, but I think that there's an approach to design that can be maybe labeled in some ways as a kind of feminine interest, as there is, I would say, in the arts. There are certain women artists that I look at, and I think of that in a very different way. I don't think there would be a Georgia O'Keeffe if she wasn't a woman, or there wouldn't have been an A.D.A. Hess if she wasn't a woman, for that kind of work. And I do think that when I look at some of the work of Zaha Hadid, I don't think that that type of design concept would have evolved if she had been a woman. So I feel very proud of the work that I do because of you know, who I am, and I can't disconnect myself from being female.
Of course, yes. You said something about Zahid, you know? Have you ever had a role model, someone that inspired you to follow his career? Have you ever regretted your choice in this work?
The question is, have I regretted the choice?
And if you have had a role model?
Right, okay. I think that I have made a lot of sacrifices, but it's all been for my own personal desire, you know. And there has not been many role models, female role models for me, because there weren't that many women that sort of were part of my educational process. But when I saw the ones that were there, I very much recognized the importance that they had in my development, and some of them mentioned at my acceptance speech. You know, I would say that one in particular, who was a dean of a school of architecture, who brought me into my first teaching job, and her name is Geraldine Forbes. She really believed in me and, allowed me to pursue my own goals. And that was in many ways the beginning of my academic and research career that then led me into the work that I'm doing today. So we still remain very close friends and confidants. And so I do think that having someone like that in your life is incredibly important. I think that Zaha was an amazing figure for all human beings, but in particular, I think for young women to recognize that yes, you can have your own firm. You don't have to compromise. Can be a sole practitioner and break down barriers. So I think that she, more than anybody, probably represents that for contemporary practitioners.
Okay. So do you still teach?
I do. I teach.
It's a very interesting job, I think. No? Because you have the opportunity to meet young students, and the young students brings you every new linfa in Italian. I don't know the name in English, but positive thinking and efforts, new efforts, and for me it's very interesting. So, have you ever?
Yes, it's true. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I remain in academia, because I really am interested in, what contemporary thinking is, and you can only tap into that with students and recognize the changes that are happening in communication and technology and how that is influencing architecture.
Yes, so that's true.
And they're also risk takers, and they don't have any. They don't have any preconceptions.
No,
so it's a really gratifying experience.
I agree, yes. Have you ever experienced discrimination in your career? Do you think that we have to work harder than men to demonstrate that we are able to do our work in a professional way, or maybe not?
That's a good question. It's a hard question. I mean, because I'm not sure if I was being discriminated against. I don't know. But I know that I'm often, like most women in the profession, the only woman in the room, especially, in an architectural jury or, with clients. And what I've been able to do is take a position, but also be myself. I mean, I'm no less of a woman because I am a woman. I still can be, who I am, and run a meeting, and I can balance my life in a very different way. I have a child, and I put a lot of attention into her, and I also bring her to my business meetings. So I just have learned how to fold all parts of design into my life in a much more holistic way. I don't separate things out.
I see. How is organized your office? How many people work with you?
My office is very flexible. It depends on the client and the kind of work that I'm doing at the moment. I also tend to work with factories. So, factories can have hundreds of people, and I'm developing ideas with them. And then I always have interns in my office from the university. This summer I have 3 women, and it just... it really depends on what the needs are at the time. There's nothing consistent.
Flexibility.
Flexibility.
It's the word.
Right.
Well, so you have one little girl. How old is she?
She will be 5 in June.
Oh my God, 5! You have hard work. Wow.
Definitely influencing her with art and architecture.
Yes. In general, having children represent a critical point for our career. How did you manage? Did you get support from your family, or in your country you have some kind of assistance from the government?
No, we don't have assistance from the government in the U.S. That's a big problem. So I had her later on in life after I had established more of my career, and it's you know, it's incredibly gratifying, and that's one thing that I think that a lot of women prior to my generation in some ways chose not to do or sacrificed, because it was very difficult to try to accomplish all of those things.
Yeah.
So I like to talk about that with my students in particular, to say, yes, you know, it's possible to have a complete family life if you choose to. You just need to know how to arrange it and orchestrate it.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just, you need, again, like a role model or a mentor, somebody who does it in front of you so you can see how to arrange it.
Did you get help from your family? So
yes, I have help from our wonderful nanny. Have a community around me and friends, and so you know, I definitely use the tools that I have to make it possible.
Okay, I see. Well, what do you think needs to be done to help women in the profession? Would you take young women for stages at your firm? You said yes. You have students from.
Yes, I have students from the university. You know, I'm speaking up more about this position. You know, with this award, and voicing, you know, this idea that, yes, you know, being a woman in the profession is still not typical, and it's an important, you know, position, because, you know, there are many 50% of the students in the university are female, and by the time, you know, they get into the upper levels of the profession, they disappear. So I'm really interested in playing this model so that they can see that there's no reason to leave the profession, you know, that they can accomplish all of these things simultaneously.
Yes.
So yes, I do in particular take in females into my firm so that they can you know, gain confidence ultimately, and know how to practice or teach or whatever they choose to do.
Oh, I see. That's a good thing. Now the last question. Let's talk about your moving home. You founded your firm in 1998, and you reported in your website that it was a logical move. No? How did it get started? I mean, I also saw your Roadrunner house home and Santa Monica Prefab one and C-Train. I think they're amazing, incredible. And who are your clients?
Well, initially my clients were invented by me. So I would go and find a nonprofit school or a business who needed a classroom, and then I would work with my university students to create mobile classrooms for these nonprofits with donated materials. I was always interested in ideas of mobility from the get-go of my career. I was fascinated by trailers and lightweight construction and things that were more impermanent. That was very much against, I think, the status quo of what architecture was about at that time. But there's an incredible history of it when you look back at, especially the late 60s and early 70s, from the metabolists in Japan or Archigram in London, Antfarm in the US. I mean, there's always been a series of people that pushed back against the establishment, and so in some ways I was picking up that mantle and repositioning architecture in contemporary society. And these projects evolved through sheer tenacity and my inventing ideas and then promoting the ideas, and people would see things published and then call my office, and so the clients tended to be more creative, again, like risk takers, people that were not afraid of bucking the system and kind of looking for alternatives in construction. And that's how it developed. I also received grants from different institutions to play out ideas in my office or with students, and you know, it just slowly evolved into Office of Mobile Design, and that's where I am today.
Wow. Wow, I saw your project. That's amazing. I have to say congratulations to you for your prize, and you are welcome whenever you want. Do you know we live in Florence? Have you stayed here for 2 years in Florence? Wow! But it was just a break in your after your study, or
it was during my studies, and then kind of returning back,
wow,
and continuing relationships that I had started in Firenze, and then you know just maintaining those relationships. Yeah, I still I love to return. Or it's just you know, it's a jewel.
Yes, you know.
No. Milan is fascinating too. I mean, Milan is a whole different type of life.
Completely different, you know. So whenever you want to come back, you know, we are very glad to see you. And
I'm really appreciative, Fulvia, of what you're doing. I actually wore your T-shirt yesterday, and I have my card. That you presented to me.
Oh, wow. It's a great honor for us.
It's fantastic. I'm really, I'm very honored to be one of the members of the club.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kindness, for your work. And we do hope to keep in touch with you. And I do hope that my PC has recorded everything. Because
I hope so.
Okay, so maybe I will ask you to send some drawings or some documents or some photos of your firm or whatever you think you would like to share. And nothing. I thank you again, and I will send you an email. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. So nice of you. Bye bye. Take care.